Hello, everybody. Well, of course, yet again, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of God. So that's the reason why we're going to what? We're going to cook and we're going to talk about God. So today, I am actually, what we're going to do, okay, you know how we cook with garlic, right? But instead of buying the already peeled garlic, which is so expensive, just going to show you the easiest way where you could just get the, do your own clove of garlic, and then you could just take it and put it in a jar and use it. It's simple, super easy, and guess what? You're going to be saving some money. Okay, so as I'm showing you on here, as I'm showing you on here, we're going to, well, all the ingredients are going to be in the beginning of the video. And when you do put, you're going to put the garlic in the oven after you put it on a tray and you put the oil. You are going to preheat your oven at 350. You're going to preheat your oven at 350, and you're going to keep the garlic in the oven for 20 minutes. Take it out and let it cool. Okay, so when you put the tray in the oven, make sure that you preheat the oven before at 350, and you will, you know, keep the garlic in there for a good 20 minutes. Okay? So now we are going to talk about Matthew 19. I don't know if anybody has ever heard the saying, um, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. I don't know if y'all ever heard that before, but I say it one more time. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Now, when we say a camel to enter through the eye of a needle, we're not talking about a regular needle that you used for for like sewing and stuff like that, because you know a camel can't fit through there. We're not talking about that. We're talking about, okay, so in Jerusalem, to get through, there's a door in Jerusalem to get to the temple in Jerusalem. And the door to get through is very narrow and small, super narrow, super narrow, super small. And so when people used to come over to Jerusalem, they used to come over, of course, on their camels with all the stuff, like all their heavy baggage and stuff like that. All the riders would have all their heavy baggage. So a camel the can actually fit through the door, but for the camel to get through the door, he would have the rider would have to take off all of the heavy baggage off of the camel, and then the camel would have to get on the ground, on actually on his belly, and crawl through the door, like just slither through the door with no baggage, belly to ground, and then the camel was able to get through the door. So basically, what this is symbolic to, and what this is saying, is that when a rich man that has so many possessions, so many material possessions, and if you have a lot of money and you're trying to get to heaven, how many wealthy people, people of status, people that have money, people that are rich, people that are well to do, people people that just have like this social status, how many of them are willing to get to heaven, and the only way to get to heaven is that they would have to sell or give away their material. How many of them do you know would give away their material possessions? And when I say give away, I don't mean have a garage sale. That's not giving something away. That's still, when you have a garage sale, or a yard sale, you're still making money. I'm not talking about that. God is not talking about that. What he's saying is give your stuff away. If there's a homeless person, give it away. If there's somebody in your neighborhood that needs clothes, give it to them. If there's a family member that needs something, give it to them. A coworker needs something, give it to them. Somebody needs something, give it to them. Because if you have so many material possessions, trust and believe, I think you have more than one pair of shoes, more than one coat, more than one pants, one and more dress, more than one TV, more than one whatever. So what they're saying is to give away your material possessions. Material possessions are nothing. Nothing. You won't even need it in heaven. You won't need it. And also, how many wealthy people, people of status, rich, uh, well-to-do, however you want to put it, how many do you know that will get on the ground, on their belly, and pray to God? Not just sit in a chair, put your hands together, pretty little chair, not, and put your hands together and pray. Not just get on your knees and lift your hands in the air. I'm talking about getting on the floor, getting on the ground, getting on your stomach, putting your face to the ground. How many do you think would actually do that? How many do you think will actually put face to the ground and cry out to God? How many do you think would put belly to the ground and thank God? Not many. Not many. So this is where the saying comes from. For a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven, they need to relinquish power. You have no power. The only one that has power in this life is God above. He is the only one that has power. So all those material possessions and all that money and all that, no, that does not make you you. And if you have it, share it. Share it. Help people. Bless people. Pay it forward. Don't keep it hostage. What are you keeping it hostage for? What are you keeping 150 pairs of shoes hostage for? What are you keeping 300 watches hostage for? What are you keeping $50 million in the bank hostage for? Because when you get to heaven, you don't need a watch. You don't need shoes. You don't need that money. You don't need anything. The only thing you're going to need is God. And that's all you'll ever need. Okay? So I love y'all. And I hope y'all like the recipe and the word. Bye.